Been a couple weeks, few weeks now since the championship, and we had Alex on, so figured bring him back on. We'll talk a little off-season stuff and what's new in his world. So, Alex, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. Been missing the podcast, I'm not gonna lie.
There we go. That's what we're here for. How have the past couple weeks been? You been enjoying the post-championship fun here?
Nah, definitely. I mean, the parade was a blast. Spending time with my teammates was a lot of fun. Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I loved the nothing goes bad with championship celebrations. So it
Yeah,
was good.
no. How was the parade this year compared to last year?
It was crazier. It felt crazier. It felt like there was way more people out there. It just felt completely different, more surreal, and I was just shocked, I'm not gonna lie, of how it seemed like 20,000 more people.
Yeah, crazy. I feel like after the parade is when like reality kind of starts to settle in and it's time to like start moving on a little bit and thinking about next year. I know um once the season ends, you guys get back settled. You've got those kind of end of season conversations with Coach Hurley and the other coaches. What was it like for you in terms of that conversation that you had with the staff there?
Yeah, it was really the entire coaching staff just supporting and, really wanting what's best for my future. And, I think after the season you really start talking about individual goals and individual, what's going to set you best up. And, we do we season, that's we season. Coach always talks about we season during the season, now he jokes around like, the we season's done. We won the championship. So it turns into focusing on what's best for the individual. And there were a lot of meetings, a lot of talks throughout the weeks, and we decided on what would be best for me. And he has countless other meetings too with other players.
Yeah. So you go through that, come to the decision to, retain your eligibility, but go test the draft waters there. What was your thought process like as you're going through, trying to make up a decision like that? Because I imagine it can't be easy. I mean, I get indecisive about little things, so big life decisions are never easy.
No, I'm the same way. I'm an overthinker for sure too. So, it wasn't easy at all. Just, thinking about the possibility of, leaving UConn was scary for me, just, in a sense that I love this program so much and I love the coach and staff. But, at the same time, I'm super excited because, NBA, I've dreamed about it since I was a kid. So, the coach and staff gave me full support, to go chase it and, go through the process, see what happens. If I don't, if I don't like, how the process is going for me, and I think going back to school is a better option, I'll do that too. But right now I'm just super locked into, this NBA process, see where it goes, and really take it from there. But I'd say it's day by day thing, and I just know that it was a tough decision, but I know with the decision that I made, the coaching staff has my back 100%. So, I'm not alone in this at all.
Were you able to get anything from talking with maybe some of your teammates, both, current teammates and former ones? Because, I know Andre went through a similar process last year, Tristan, and just kind of getting their thoughts on what this whole process is like in terms of going, trying to get some feedback and make a decision.
Yeah, I've talked to Tristan about it. I was with him during the time when I was struggling to make a decision. So I was with him at the time with getting his thoughts on what he thought, if it was beneficial for him. And he absolutely loved the decision that he made last year. And he thought he went out of it so much of a better player. And Andre, Jordan, they would all see us during the season too. So we always got to talk to them about NBA and how they liked it, and they thought it would be a good experience too. They love what they're doing right now in the league right now. So
Yeah.
I think they only received benefits from it.
Yeah, no, it seems like from a player's perspective, it's like a complete win-win. Like you get to maintain your eligibility, and you also get to go hear feedback and see what that whole process is like. So I know we hear so much about this process as you get closer to determining what to do. What is it like over the next, what month is it? Month and change that you have to like ultimately make a decision?
It's a whole lot of workouts. I've started it for a little bit now, and I'm doing my training with my agency out in Chicago, and yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they're making me work. It's work 2, 3 workouts a day, damn near. Then right now I flew back just to take finals tomorrow. So it's quite hectic with the schedule, but it's super exciting just working with other kids who are either fully in the draft or testing too, and just being around them every day and other elite athletes that there are. I mean, it's special, and I'm learning about a lot about myself right now, and learning a lot about this process too, and I've fully loved it all so far.
Yeah, I saw. I think I saw on social Donovan hanging with Armando Bacot. You getting to hang with anyone fun while you've been out doing these workouts?
Yeah, there's a bunch of fun people within my I'm with Cam, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, so Cam, everyone loves Cam, so he's a fun one. And then I'm with a couple other Big East guys too. Colex out there with us, Justin Moore, another Big East guy. So yeah, I think it's just, fun, sharing the gym and working together, really, after going against each other for so
Yeah.
long, just being in the same gym together and, becoming friends through all this process. I think it's special just, being around those Big East guys too.
Do you still have to share a room with Cam out in Chicago?
No, they made us get different roommates so we could talk to other people. So I'm not with Cam anymore.
All right. All right. So I'm curious if he's made someone else lock him out of the room before he's got to go in now.
No,
But
no, no more games for him to do that. I at least hope not. I mean, unless he does, he has a great like 3-on-3 segment and maybe a great workout, then maybe he'll start doing that. But as of right now, no.
what are these workouts like? Or what are you kind of doing through these workouts as you're going through them each day?
Yeah, I'd say it's a lot of shooting, so just getting a lot of shots up and I'd say mostly it's work on your weaknesses too. So, for myself, I'd say we're working a lot on movement shooting, covering the court a lot, being more consistent with my shot. And then just continue to get quicker and stronger, I'd say is kind of what my focus is at. And but really, I think everybody's working on the same stuff, whether that's the bigs in our group or the guards too. Everyone's doing the same thing every day and just continue to get better and they're intense workouts too. So, it's been a really good time.
Yeah. You mentioned being with those Big East guys. What is it like being in, I'm sure some of these workouts are pretty competitive, but being in more of like a friendly setting with these guys versus what you typically expect when you're going up against them in the Big East.
It's not as bad as people may seem. I think it's super cool being around them, and I think we all just have so much, everyone, not even just the Big East guys, so we all just have so much respect for each other just
Yeah.
from we've all pretty much played against each other this season or last season. So yeah, just the amount of respect that we have for one another and that, we're all working towards the same goal and that during this process we want to get each other better and competing whether that's, in live drills or shooting drills, just knowing that, you know, it's just we want what's best for each other. And, you really see that in a group and it's a fun group, especially with the Big East guys too. It's a fun group being around them.
Yeah. So while you've been doing those workouts, seems like the rest of the guys staying in the coaching staff has been hard at work trying to reload this roster. You still stay up to date on all that stuff while you're out there?
Of course I do. Whether I'm done playing UConn in 10 years or so, I'm still going to be tuned into what Coach Hurley and the staff does. I mean, yeah, they've gotten some great commits recently and they're looking to reload for another natty.
Yeah. What have you thought about the guys coming in based on what you've seen or heard about them?
Yeah, I mean, Liam, we'll start with him. Shooter. I mean, I watched how he worked out on campus, got shots up, and yeah, he could shoot. I mean, he's a sniper for sure, and super exciting. He really does seem like a perfect fit, and I was able to talk to him a little too during his visit. And he really like he fits in with like what Coach Hurley emphasizes and what the coaching staff wants. So he's a great kid and a great person, and I mean, he's going to do amazing things here. And then Aiden, I mean, we played him same
Yeah.
area. So he was definitely at the top of the scouting report when we played that game. So we knew how talented he was and I wasn't able to be on his visit with him, but I texted him and just the way he responded and just how much he wants to learn and just how excited he is to be in the program based on what he said to me. I mean, I
Yeah.
could tell he's gonna be a perfect fit here and I'm excited to see him.
Yeah. And any insight on Terrace Reed there? You get a chance to see him at all?
Oh, I forgot about him because that already happened. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about the new ones. Terrace, nah, he's awesome. I spent a lot of time with him on the visit, and he's a great kid. I mean, I feel like we haven't really seen his true potential yet. I think he could really turn into a different beast, and I know that's what the coaching staff sees in him. And he's super physical, and he's got a great body for the post, and he's a worker. His mindset towards everything, just talking to him too, like he wants it as badly as anybody else in the program. So, he's really another perfect fit too. And, the coaching staff does a great job of, finding guys like that. And all three of them, I can't believe I forgot about him. Like that commit was like 2 weeks ago. So I was like, all right, we got
Yeah,
him.
it's old news now, but
I'm saying, yeah, but no, I mean, I just spending time with him off the court too during this visit too. I mean, it was a lot of fun with him.
I'm going to take a quick break from the interview to tell you about my friends at Martin Rosol's Meats. This fourth generation Connecticut family business produces kielbasa, hot dogs, sausages, and deli meats using Martin Rosol's very own original recipes. Their products can be found in grocery stores, delis, restaurants, and hot dog stands throughout the state. If you're looking for your fill right away, check out their retail store in New Britain. For more information, visit martinroselsinc.com and go support a UConn fan-owned business. What's your biggest piece of advice to these guys that are new to the program, whether it's them or the freshmen coming in, based on your time at UConn, as they're getting ready to enter this program and see what things are really all about?
Yeah, just, fully trust and embrace the process that, the coaching staff puts you through. I mean, the coaching staff's definitely intense, but just you gotta trust and you gotta listen to it all just from, doesn't matter where you start, whether you start, you come off the bench, whatever, you've seen guys evolve throughout this program and become stars, whether that's year one or, year three, year four. So really just trusting everything that they say and that they're gonna make you 100 million times a better player when you leave this program to when you first come in. So really it's truly something special and that, it's really unlike anything that any other program could really offer.
No, for sure. Have you been able to stay in touch with some of the other guys who are leaving, like Tristan? I obviously now I learned you're right in Chicago with Cam, but Steph, Donovan, you staying in touch with that group?
Yeah, I texted them recently. It was Tristan's birthday recently, so I was
Yeah.
able to text him, happy birthday him, and then yeah, I mean just checked in how his workouts are doing. Donovan, I FaceTimed. He's living life. He's working hard. He's doing well. And then Steph too, I texted him and he's doing great stuff out there too. So I mean, I'm always going to try to stay in touch with them and I'm super excited to, see them soon.
Yeah. Um, Kind of going away. I mean, we've talked a bit about the NBA. You've been tuning into the NBA playoffs now, with the NBA on your mind.
That's all I've been watching. Every game that the NBA playoffs has on, I'm watching it. I'm flipping channels. If there's two games on at once, I'm watching both.
Who are you liking in the playoffs? I obviously I know you're a Boston guy, but outside of Boston, who you liking?
Minnesota's been doing real
Yeah.
well. I've been supporting them a lot just from, what they've been able to do. OKC is a lot of fun to watch, a lot of young guys. I mean, they've been, really, tearing it
Yeah.
up. Denver, of course, back to back natties. Indiana. I was watching the Bucks though. Dre Jackson getting in,
Yeah.
killing. He had a great last game.
You see that block he had the other night?
Yeah, that was crazy. He spiked it.
Yeah.
He spiked it. He made a couple threes last game too. So, when he was on the game, I turned my phone off, turned everything off. I was like, I'm locked in. I gotta watch my teammate play.
Well, what's it like seeing that these guys that you play with starting to have success and get some of those minutes in the NBA? I mean, it's got to be pretty cool to see these guys you've worked for so long with, like side by side, starting to see that pay off at the next level.
It's super cool, and I'm just super happy for them because, I mean, we'll start Andre, for example. I mean, he deserves it, just how hard he works and like
Yeah.
how much he doesn't care about himself. He only cares about winning, and it truly shows on the court. But for all the other guys too, I mean, I was able to see how much work they've put in and, how much it truly pays off. And, for them to do it on the biggest stage in the NBA, it's special. And to see that happen throughout the entire season too. It's crazy. It's surreal just knowing that I was around them, but at the same time, everyone deserves it and they deserve it too, just for, everything that they've done.
Yeah. I think one thing that's been picking up, I feel like I mean, ever since you guys won, everyone's been talking three-peat, but as the roster starts to reload and you see what the team might look like. The three-peat talk really starts to pick up. What's the kind of the mindset going into a process like that? What you having done last year, trying to go win back to back, now thinking three-peat.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't be satisfied really. You know, the returners, they gotta, set the standard, really emphasize, last year was great and all, but we want to do it again. And we kind of use for the returners from last year's team, we use the motivation of how we want the new guys to experience, what we felt. And, we were able to do that. And you could do the same thing this year for guys like Terrace, Liam,
Yeah.
then Isaiah, Ahmad too. So you do the same thing for all those guys too and realize that they want to win just as badly. And, we got to do it for them too. So there's really no satisfaction. And then, Coach Hurley talked about it a lot too as a legacy thing. I mean, winning two national championships, winning three national championships, that's
Yeah.
that's unheard of. And that's, extremely, extremely tough to do. But, it's more than capable of doing just, with trusting the coaches, trusting in the work and, just continue to get better every day.
It seems like from social, and I'm not sure if these happened before you left for Chicago there or were happening while you were still there, but it seemed like there were some workouts already going on, getting ready for next year. Were you part of those?
I was a part of them. There was a couple of them before finals and a couple of them before I was able to leave. And yeah, of course I was a part of them. I mean,
Are they just as intense now, even in April, a couple weeks after winning it all?
hell yeah. There's no slip up with Coach Hurley. It's the same workout. They the If you want a great basketball workout, go contact Coach Hurley and he'll give you the best basketball workout possible. And you may survive one day, but if you can do back-to-backs Coach Hurley basketball workouts, then yeah, you're a true warrior. So there's no better workout than Coach Hurley. So if he's offering a workout, you got to do it if you're around.
Yeah, I've got to ask because it probably had to be a little bit weird when you guys come back from win the championship. There's some talk of rumors about Coach Hurley possibly, being courted by some other schools. What was it like just kind of thinking that your coach might be interested in another school? I know it was always seemed like there was zero interest there, but what was it like for you going through something like that?
Um, Honestly, we weren't too worried. I mean,
Yeah,
we saw the rumors, but we weren't too worried. He's always honest with everything that he does, and at the same time, if he was interested, we'd be in full support just because he wants what's best for us all the time. Sometimes, we always want, not sometimes, we always want what's best for him too.
yeah,
So, if he was interested, I mean, obviously, I would not want him to leave, but you know, he you gotta do what's best for him, and but I mean, besides that, we weren't too worried because we know how honest he is with everything. And, yeah, I mean, we really never talked about it either. So it
yeah.
wasn't really ever a concern
It's just for the fans and social media to
yeah,
worry about.
for
Yes.
the Twitter fans to worry about.
Um, outside of these workouts for the next couple weeks, get to do anything fun coming up, or get to relax a little bit, or is it just all hard work through when it's time to make a final call for you?
Tomorrow's probably going to be my most relaxing day. Well,
And
besides
that's
my,
taking a final, right?
but let me take that back. Once my finals, then half my day will be the most relaxing day ever. I'll be able to go home for a little bit. I haven't been home since after the St. John's game in December. So
Yeah.
yeah, been home for half a day. And then after that, yeah, I want to say there's a relaxing day, one day in the calendar. I think my day is pretty booked up every day going forward. So yeah, I mean, nah, but it's worth it. So
Oh,
I'm super excited about it. So nothing to complain about at all.
awesome. Well, it's nice you're able to make some time for the podcast here. I appreciate it. I know everyone's really excited to hear from you and keep following you as you get closer to making your final decision here. I've got to ask because it's coming. This will be the last one. Should you be fully in the draft next year? Who gets the Alex Karaban seal of approval to take your spot as co-host next year?
We might have to do a vote where like, as the fans could get a we're gonna do a little unfair though, I'm not gonna lie. Not everybody's vote counts the same. We'll do like Twitter fans, they get a small percentage of the vote. Me and you were the big dogs, so
All
we get
right.
to decide. We get the most power in the vote.
I
So
like that.
our vote counts for a lot more than, someone else's vote. And Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens. I'll probably negotiate and talk to some of my teammates if, if that decision does happen, see what they say and who would be interested.
All
But
right.
I think it should be like a people's choice,
All right.
We
I like
we,
that.
we elect a new person if that is the case.
Yeah.
If I do come back though, I'm staying. I'm not giving up my spot.
Yeah, no, no. If you're back, the spot is saved for you until you tell me otherwise. So
There you
we
go.
we won't move on for you. I'm not hitting the portal for co-host quite yet.
Yeah, no portal, please. No portal.
Well, Alex, I really appreciate it. Best of luck with all the workouts, and you'll have to come on and update us again as the process continues to move on. And then once you make a final call, get ready to talk about what's next.
We'll do a final call episode. So this won't
All
be
right,
the last one. We'll at least do that one.
all right, all right. So we got at least one more for everyone. So Alex, and good luck on the final. What final you got?
I got Calc 2 and financial literacy.
Oh,
So
and you led that off with the most relaxing day. Calc 2 final is your relaxing day.
this is one that's stressing me out the most. So
All right. Well,
yeah,
go study.
yeah, I will. Thank you.
Well, thanks again. Best of luck with all the workouts, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.